All right, today we're going to be talking about velocity and momentum, the basics. All right, so if you were listening to the radio, and over the radio you heard this, that the announcer says, hey, there's a tornado spotted 30 miles away, and it's traveling at 60 miles an hour. We're not just talking about, a little tornado. We're talking like a class 5, the big one from Twister, right? The question is, should you be scared? Well, that depends. If it was, traveling in our direction, then yeah, you should be scared. But if it's going in the opposite direction, then there's nothing to worry about, at least for you. Well, velocity, because we know it's 60 miles an hour, but velocity includes speed and the direction of the object's motion. We use meters per second as a unit label to describe velocity. Now take a look at this picture here. All these cars here are traveling at and have set their cruise at 55 miles per hour. The question is, for these cars right here, are these cars' velocities changing? Well, the answer is yes. Even though they're traveling at a constant speed of 55 miles an hour because their cruise is set, because velocity is speed and direction, the direction of these cars up here on this curved ramp here, because their direction is changing, therefore the velocity of these cars is changing. Momentum. Momentum is an object, is mass, and its velocity. All right, so something that is moving has momentum. If you were just standing still, or if an object's just standing there or sitting there, there is no momentum for that object. But as soon as that object begins to move, and if it has mass, then it'll have some sort of momentum. Now, there are two factors that determine how much momentum something has: the mass and velocity. If I increase the mass, then I increase the momentum. If I increase the velocity, I also increase the momentum. So if I have a semi-truck and a car, and they're traveling at the same speed, and they crash into each other, the truck is going to have more effect on the car than the car is on the truck, the semi-truck, because the semi-truck has way more mass than its momentum. Now, if I have two cars that are the exact same, identical, right, same mass, but one car is traveling at 60 miles an hour and one's traveling at 5 miles an hour because it's in a parking lot or something, whatever. If the two were to collide, the one traveling at 60 miles an hour would have a lot more momentum than the one at 5, because even though they have the same mass, the one that's traveling at 60 miles per hour, it has a higher velocity. Therefore, it will have more momentum. The equation for momentum is P equals m times v, or momentum equals mass times velocity. The unit label for momentum is kilogram meters per second. All right, and mass is kilograms or grams, and then velocity is meters per second. This is kind of the basics of velocity and momentum. If you want to know more from the video links that are in the presentation, click on the link in the description below and view that slideshow, and it'll take you to the links